will say that you need to release the judgment of self. And you need to release the tight reins that you hold in anticipation of this or that. But do realize that you are in the perfect space, the perfect time, the perfect opportunity to know more. And it is the perfect time for you. And so we do say that it is when you release the insistency and the necessity to know this or that now. Do you see that this is a ploy of ego? For ego is fight or flight. Ego is the must know now attitude. Ego is the I will resolve this quickly attitude. Ego is the knowing all, yet knowing so very little. So when you start from the posture of the heart center, it is a slowing to a degree of all that might enter in otherwise. And so do recognize that when you engage from the heart center, you have set a trajectory for your day to unfold differently, to unfold in a manner that will give you more foundational and substantive information and recognition and ahas than were you to simply and merely engage through the mental box and the mental posturing of all that is. And so do recognize that when you slow and you develop your practice, which is most important in this time, that you set a new trajectory for oneself. Now you can be in a space that is a loving, comforting energy that does give oneself a buoying up in the midst of all that is going on. And so when you see this and you feel it as you are now beginning to recognize, then you see the value of what we discuss. For you feel life differently than before. And it does take a degree of practice. It does take a degree of consistency and the ability to stay consciously aware. When you stay consciously aware of what is playing in the mind, and when ego then enters in, as you have said, you then become the discerner of what is trying and seeks to try to navigate the ship, so to speak. And so as you gain and grasp the reins of control once again, you have now developed what we would say is a more healthy practice, one that will take you on a journey that you like and that you prefer, rather than a journey that moves you one way and then another, only to have things not work as you might have been led to believe. For ego does not care if you succeed in a most pleasant way, as long as it is engaged and in play. It will engage and put into play those things that will cause you to need it once again. And so let us say it is not evil, but it does not seek to provide a long-lasting measure from which you can grow and expand upon. But what you now are looking to engage and put into play are those things that you can build upon. And these things will grow. And then more thoughts similar to the ones that you hold throughout the day will be more and will establish the foundational platform from which you then move from. And isn't that a better posture and place to start from? but it is always a choice. And it is not always an easy choice because the mind and ego are most crafty. So you must stay at the top of your game. You must stay engaged and aware of what is floating in and out of the mental box so that you do not lose the reins of control in this way. Do you see?